The film begins by narrating the tale of a mythical Japanese queen. The queen has the power to give life or death, and whoever he touches dies. The general buries the queen beneath the mountains in the distance. So her evil will not spread now. Richard starts finding her tomb. He has become passionate that he didn't care about his family. Richard has a daughter named Laura, whom he left. Laura is shown who has become a boxer. Meanwhile, the owner arrives and says her membership fee is still left. Here we discover Laura's story that her father, Richard, didn't return. Later, the government announced that he is dead, but Laura has enough money. Her father has left a lot of property for her. She wasn't ready to accept that her father has died. The business partner of her father also makes her understand. Even then, Laura refuses to sign the property papers. She still hopes that her father is alive, but in the last, the business partner of her father makes her agree to sign the property paper. Her property will go into auction if she would not do this. She also discovers that her father left her a Japanese puzzle while signing the papers. After solving the puzzle, she gets a note from it. Upon reading the note, she harnesses the power of her mind, and she moved that place, and that was her father's tomb address. She moves there and presses the first letter of her father's name. She opens it with the key she got. Meanwhile, the door of the cave opens. Reaching there, she discovers where her father used to spend his time. Laura finds a camera there in which the message of her father was recorded. Laura sees the video in which her father says, "I moved out to prove that the supernatural still exists, and then I discover about Japanese queen. I moved out in search of her, and I was in trauma after losing your mother. I went there in search of that queen's tomb to bring your mother back from the spirit's world. Now you have to do this for me, and you have to destroy the information about the queen, so it will not be taken by any wrong person." Hearing the message, Laura sees the things there and discovers while reading the information that who has helped her father. She now takes out a loan with the help of her father's property and collects money. She moves to Hong Kong and starts searching for the ship. The ship in which her father was last seen. The thieves arrive while Laura was in the process of locating the ship, and they run after stealing her bag, but thieves have stolen the wrong girl's bag. Laura chases them and shows her boxing skills, then she compels them to return her bag. She has got the ship and talked to the owner, but he tells that his father helped her father. "My father also didn't return after helping your father, and I don't know whether he is alive or not." Laura says to the ship owner, "We can find our fathers." As Laura also comes to know about the island through her father's information. Laura doesn't know how dangerous that island is. That's why the owner refuses to go there. Laura gives him greed for a small amount because the owner was in debt as well, so he agrees to help Laura while knowing about this small amount. During their journey, Laura solves her father's puzzle. Then she discovers there was an evil group behind the queen, Himiko. They were also in search of her, but she has slept on the bus while solving the puzzle. Then she awakes with a jerk because their ship has reached the island. There were dangerous waves, but when the owner couldn't control the ship, he asks her to jump. Laura was collecting her father's papers, but a wave arrives and it takes Laura with her. The storm was terrible that Laura jumps onto the sea while escaping. Their ship collides with a stone. Their ship was divided into many pieces. Laura awakes and she was in front of a group. The group leader tells Laura, "I have ended your father in order to find that queen's tomb." They take Laura's father's journal from her bag. Now they make Laura labor and move to the address of Himiko. The ship owner was also there and helps Laura and asks her to run, but while running, Laura drowns in deep water. Before she drowns, she finds a crashed plane there. She holds it, but what she can do there? The plane was drowning because of her weight. Laura courageously runs fast and holds the main part of the plane. Before she could breathe, the plane falls down. Meanwhile, She finds a parachute from that plane and she opens it and lands in the forest. The night appears and she doesn't see anyone in the forest to help her. Meanwhile, a man runs after seeing her then. Laura chases him and he was none other than her father. Laura's father becomes happy to see his daughter after so many years. His eyes were filled with tears and Laura tells her father about the group in the morning. She tells they have taken the book of her father in which the information was. Her father becomes furious hearing this and says, "Laura, you didn't hear my message. I have told you that you have to destroy those things. Now you know the whole world is in danger." So, Laura runs there immediately. Laura attacks them with her arrows. They find the tomb but they don't know its entrance. Laura's father also reaches there and the group leader has caught him. Now, Laura has to solve the entrance puzzle. Laura solves the puzzle with her mind and the door opens. Now they enter the cave one by one but their one wrong step takes a man's life. They see a ditch there and find many skeletons inside. They get shocked to see this and see another puzzle on a wall. They were watching the puzzle and the door of the cave shuts and the land ended at their feet. Laura also avoids falling, and when they return to the wall, the puzzle was a way out. They now fix various color clues on the wall, but no clue was set. Then, Laura understands that the green color indicates freedom. She immediately makes the green color while missing blue and red and the door opens. As the door opens they see the tomb of the queen. The queen was looking a normal human when they opened the tomb but she changes into a skeleton. A companion of the leader was lifting the queen but there was an infection on his hand. He dies while shouting because of this painful infection. Laura understands while seeing the painting and puzzles that the queen wasn't a magician but she had an infection. This was the reason the person dies whom the queen touches. That's the reason she sacrificed herself with her own will. She didn't want to end the whole world because of her. Richard and Laura forbid the leader not to take her from here. The leader doesn't agree and keeps the queen's finger while cutting it. The leader has taken a finger of the queen and the queen's warriors arrive and attack Laura. Now, Laura's father becomes infected as a warrior touched him. Laura's father makes her understand when she comes to him that one of us has to destroy this tomb while staying here. So none will be able to find this tomb again and I can't survive so you have to move while leaving me here. Laura becomes broken because she met her father after so many years. She weeps a lot and then says the last goodbye to her father then she searches for the leader. Laura finds the leader and beats him a lot. The leader was also beating Laura. The finger the leader brought, Laura puts it in his mouth and throws him into the skeletons. Meanwhile, the tomb blasts, and Laura runs fast. She has reached the exit door because of her speed but she got stuck. She was fortunate that the ship's owner was present to save her, and a helicopter also arrived. Now everyone comes out of the island safely after hijacking the helicopter. Laura is shown in London. There she has accepted the property of her father. Seeing the list of her companies, Laura discovers a company that want to occupy the world after getting the supernatural artifacts. The lady who worked as her father's business partner was the company's owner. We saw her at the start of the movie. Her mission was to trap Laura in the business discussions so she wouldn't interrupt her work. After discovering everything, Laura decides to compete with them. She will never let this happen. This marks the end of the movie. Thank you for watching.